Alrighty, hello there. Thank you for joining me as your host of Romedy. As you see, here we has the little small ship I've been working on, kind of behind the scenes. And you see that we're just using him for the moment to throw all of our excess stone out into the world, because we don't need we don't need all of that much of stone. I had somewhere on the order of about 18, 19 million stones left over after we did the initial minings here with the mining ship, and it just was not necessary. It was not needed. I don't need that much gravel. There's no way I would ever use all that much. I have about 1 million of the gravel already stored away, kind of squirreled away in my storage for when I am going to need it, so there's just no reasons to have all that much stone. But yeah, welcome back. Thank you for joining me here. I has maybe some bad news for you all. We're nearing the end of the first seasons here. We're almost done with the first season. I don't know where the times went. We built all of the vessel here. We built the large miner. I don't know where the world went, where the timer went. But yeah, we about done. Season 1, for me, really, all I wanted to do was get us a little bit established. And to be honest with you, all I really was going to do was just go through some of the basics, maybe 5-6 videos of the basics. And it turned into this whole season-long thing that we've got going on, which is pretty cool, you know. Actually, not just pretty cool, I'm actually very, very cool. I'm extremely excited about it. Everybody been very nice. Many of the new faces, the new subscribers that I have earned with this, and that's very flattering to me. I'm very humbled by that. Thank you for all that. So, but yeah, I stop talking about that now. We get into the real stuff that we want to do here. We is obviously not done just yet with the miner here. We still got some things to do, so we're going to try get some of that done here very briefly anyways. So the biggie, the last thing that we really have done, you see our flight bay here is almost completed. It's almost ready to go. But what we have left to do, we need to figure out an unobtrusive way to get ourselves down. We need to be able to get down into the actual flight bay himself, so that we can walk into the guys. And then we need to be able to build ourselves a little flight deck up here. So I tell you what, maybe we do that first. I think the flight deck probably the least obtrusive of the things that we're trying to do. So let's go ahead and work on that here for just a moment. We get rid of some of these little blocks here. Pretty much, I don't really have a plan at this stage. It's just kind of doing the plan as we go. I do know that I want to have another of these. I wonder where my ramps went. I may have put the ramp away. I did put the ramp away. I tell you what, we go get out some of the blocks we're going to need here. So there's our ramp. We're going to need, I think up top here, what we're going to put is we're going to splurge. And we're going to put the control station up here. So we go ahead and we get to him. Right there. Now these guys, they look like they were, I think, this color. So we go ahead and do that. Maybe it was a bad idea to go ahead and stick our guy onto the pad down there, but that's okay. We will deal with that later. Tell you what we do. Actually, this seems like a good thing. Maybe we just inverted this guy here like that. And then we just kind of has this little ramp guy going up. So it looked like I needed one more of him right here. And so we go ahead and do that very briefly. So yeah. Like I said, we're going to finish. I think we have maybe the 3 more episodes left in our season here. We may end up about 23 episodes a season, it looked like, is what we're kind of trending for. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a plan on what to do. Like I said, I did not set out to do a whole season's worth of the episodes with this. So we have to figure out where we go from here. I also have to address something very quickly here. There's been a couple people who said, you know, Romedy, it'd be nice if you would set up a little server for us to come and play on. I toyed with that idea for a little bit. The problem is that my computer, I don't think, is quite powerful enough to actually handle a space engineer server. I has what I consider a nice computer, but it's not on the level of a server-like computer. I don't think it's quite that good. So there's something that we would have to at least consider. Oh, I have run out of space. I was not paying attention. Talking and not paying attention to what's going on here. So I need to get down into my builder guy. Come on, builder guy. Let me get into the back of you. There we go. I need to drop off. I tell you what, we drop off at these guys here because they, I think, weighs quite a lot. Not the computer, obviously. They do not weigh very much at all, but we put those away. I guess I don't really need 700 of these plates, huh? We can probably put all of this away as well. I have promptly run out of space in there. Okay, well, let's get, I think that we need, like, maybe we get 100 of those guys, and then let's get maybe 100 of these guys here as well. Hopefully that's not going to overload. Okay, good, so I can't go back up here. And ideally, I will be able, I need some, I need interior plates and construction components for him, huh? Well, that's okay. We come and pick up these guys. And while I have little bit space, maybe we knock out that last one. Now let's go back down here. Okay, let's go back down here now. Now that we know that we need some of the construction component, let's move, say, 100 of those guys back over here. Let's make a space like that. And now let's move, say, 100 of these guys. Let's see how we do now on the ramps. Let's see how we do. Can we build these? Okay. So they actually need, okay, this is not nearly enough of the interior plates. We're going to have to need more of those, like, right now. But surely I can at least tag those guys here. Yeah, okay. Let's come back down. I could just be doing this with Builder Guy, but I did such a nice job kind of tucking him away and locking him to the rest of the ship that I don't really want to interrupt him. So we need 200 of those plates. There. And now this guy we're going to have to do from right here, I think. Yep, that do fine. And now let's go here on the other side. Let's just carry on up into here. There we go. We'll finish off the ramp here. Okay, so now this up here I think should be where we're going to end up building everything. So let's go ahead and remove some more of these guys. Now we're going to be over the light, which is okay. What we do, we're just going to lay down on the ground some of our plates, and that would be fine for that. Let's see where this, okay, so this is above the antennas right here. Okay, so I don't really want to remove these guys. It does not look like. We want to go back. We need the light block for hymns. So let's go ahead. So I cannot go further than right there. Okay, so this is, or literally, this is what is going to be our flight deck then. Okay. Well, we have a little bit of work that we need to do then. So let's go over here to the number 4 again. Let's get our catwalk plate out of here. Let's see what all the catwalk plate going to need. Okay, so they need basically, look at the same things. It look like a lot more of the metal grid though. So we, now I don't really want to put him there, I guess. We do 5 of these guys, it look like. Okay, so that worked fine. We need 5 of those. So let's go down here. We're going to need a few of the construction component, a few of the plate. Let's maybe make sure I have enough of the tube. Okay, so I have plenty of those. Let's just bring over all of these plates that I can. And now hopefully that to be enough so that we can go up and finish the guy off here then. So I think what do we put up here? He's not quite big enough for all of that, is he? That's okay. I know what we can do. I know what we can do. Okay, so I did run out of the small steel tubes. That's okay. Let's at least touch these guys over here. And now let's go back one more guy. Yeah, I think we should come back one more here. That looks so good to me. And now I need to put down, I think, 2 more of these plates. So let's, okay, so I need a construction component to build that. So I ran out of construction. I need like 2 of those guys maybe. I did run out of the steel, not the plates, but the tubings. So let's say get 40 those guys. let's say, get maybe a couple hundred of these tubes, huh? And now I have all but run out of the metal grid. We're going to need some more of those guys, so let's just bring them over as well. Okay, so let's come up here then. So let's put down, I think, our catwalk plate. There he is. And now we can finish off the rest of these guys, I think, huh? We finished this guy here. Now we finish this guy here. Okay, so there we go. So there's our floor. It's interesting that the back of the light still shows through there, but you know, what do you do about it? You can't do about anything, really. So let's get this guy. We're going to put him right to here, and I tell you what, let's go ahead and we just change his color a little bit. So 10 display, 100 computer, a couple motor look like. Hopefully I have enough of the rest. So we need 2 motor, 100 display, 10 computer. We come back and do that maybe. Actually, I tell you what do we do. I bet we get most of those components from coming just right down here to this guy. So let's see how we do. Now that's only 4 of the display, but that'll replace the rest of some of these things, I think. So let's see how we did. That's our motor, that's our computer. Now we need 10 of the display, not just 4 of them. So I need 6 more of those guy. So we go down here and we get, I think, let's do 16 just to be safe. We get 16 of the display here. Okie dokie, let's go back up then. Let's go back up then. So here we go. Excellent. Okay, so here's our control station then. Okay, now we can control all of the ship from right there. And now we're going to surprise you. Oh, my energies. Ha! I just built that, guys, so my energies can be replaced right there. As you see, we inverted over here by the platforms. That's okay. I just wanted to kind of lay out the platform with what was going on right there. I need to wait a bit more. Always with my coffee here when I play the game with you. Okay, so what I want, we're actually going to go ahead and splurge on the gravity generators. We're going to put him right here. Okay, so I'm very short on many of the components. I need 6 of the gravity components, 4 large, some motor. We need a lot of the computers. Okay, so we need a lot of the things here. So let's just go down here and go get them. Here we go into the back of the ship. Oh, I don't even remember what I said now, but I do remember. I went to the storage system. We close it. It empties up. There should be, I think, 6, somewhere in here, 6 of the gravity gen component. Oh, no, I bet I know where they are. We need 33 of this guy. There we go. And we needed, I don't remember how many of the computers, so we just bring 40 of those guy. I should have all of the display that I need. We needed, I think it was 4 of these tubes. Oops. We need 4 of the big tubes, so let's go ahead and do that. And then for the motors, I don't remember how many motor we need, so we just get 20 of them. I think I know where the gravity generator components is. But let's just tag him. Okay, good, I brought everything, so now I just need the 6 of the gravity gen guys. And if I remember right, they actually weigh quite a lot. So let's come back down here to our builder guy. Let's dump out, okay, so these plates right here, they're going to be quite a lot of weight. So we get rid of them. Okay, this cargo container, if you remember from like episode 6 or 7, quite a long time ago, we built this cargo container right here. And he, of course, contains the gravity generator component along with many of the battery component. So let's bring them then. Let's come and bring them back into our ships right here. And now we head up. We head up here. And this will finish off our gravity generator then. Okay, so we're going to play around with this guy for just a moment then. We're going to play with him. Let's see where I put the display. Did I put it back here toward the back? Of course I did. Okay, well, we just touch him then. So I can now set how big of the gravity field that I want, height and depth and acceleration and all that type of stuff. I'm not actually going to do anything with him. We're just going to leave that field on. You see that we current input is quite a lot for this generator guy. We're just now going to come over here. We can turn the jetpack off and now I can run around. we pop into this, we're just going to take a look at how our energies does. We're using about 3% of the energies. And while we're here, I'm going to show you something that I did when I was mining. So I got rather a lot of the uranium. You see I have 3.2 thousand of the uraniums, and now if we go over to the storage inventories, you're going to notice that I have quite a lot of the uranium that is actually currently being crunched on. We go here to the system inventories and I show you, see 100k, 26k. So there's just quite a lot of the uraniums that I found. It was on the order of about 1 million uraniums in an asteroid. So in terms of the energies, both the renewable and the non-renewable energies, we are in very good shape. And so I'm not particularly worried about that. So that's why I decide that we go ahead and splurge on the gravity generator. And now we're starting to be able to run around in the ship like a normal person here. So let's come over to our cargoes. I want to hide the empty. I only want the storage cargoes right here. What I came over here for is I just wanted to get a few of these components just like that. And now we'll just go ahead and we run back over here. Okay, so what I want to do, what I wanted to do with this is I wanted to put in some of the lights. So I think if I still have interior light here, I do not. So let's go get the interior light. Where is it at? Here he is, right here. Okay, then. So we're going to put the interior light. I think we'd go ahead and we leave him black. That'd be fine. Let's turn on the jetpack so I can reach him in order to go ahead and do that. Okay, good. And now it occurs to me that there's one more thing that we actually need to put up here on our flight deck, and there's also a couple little fun things that we can do. And so, yeah, we're starting here to be in pretty good shape, I think. Well, let's get, I'll tell you what, we remove this guy right here, maybe. Okay, turn the jetpack on. Move this guy, and what we now can do is we can go ahead and we can place the ramp up here. We need to turn him around like that. We don't want him to be all in black though, we want him to be like that, so here we go. Okay, so I tell you what, I think probably for this episodes here we're in pretty good shape. I was going to do a couple little things. I probably just run a ramp down here so that we can go ahead and start thinking about how we get into our vehicles down there, especially now that we has gravity going on, and maybe I do a little bit of cleaning up just in this general areas here. But we're not quite done with our flight deck. Couple more things we need to do up here, and so I think we come back in next episode and we go ahead and we do that. So yeah, as always, you know, I appreciate you joining me, and I see you back here in just a moment then.